Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I'm back. So, I was talking about emotions in daily life and how we can stop the circle of karma before we end up in the same old pattern that we are in, and how we can um, stay in that constant feeling of the honeymoon phase. Because the honeymoon phase is just about being in the present moment. Because when you are in the present moment, you experiencing everything fully and you appreciate everything much more. So how can we be more present and stay in that consciousness? Meditate, 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 meditate. Meditation is key. Meditate every day, and that will help a lot. So that is how we can prevent those emotions to get stuck in the system. But this class is mostly going to be about what can we do when we have already pushed those emotions away. We didn't want to look at those emotions, so they get stuck in our bodies as blockages. So we will start to let go of those blockages that we have within our bodies. But those were some tips on how you can stop them before they end up blocked in your bodies. So, get into a comfortable position. We're going to start with the releasing ritual with the feeling kit oils, and then we're going to go onto our mat and do the corresponding yoga exercises to release. And the parts of our bodies we're going to focus at tonight is the throat area, because when you want to say something but you don't, you get stuck up things in your throat. And also old karma is in your throat, and especially many women, because we have been suppressed in the past, we wanted to say things that we could not say, and so this chakra, the throat chakra, will be a bit blocked. It's like many women have it. A lot of women have it. So we're going to work on the throat chakra, but for men as well. It's a good point to work at, both for stuck up emotions and to release old karma. And then we have the hips and lower abdomen. So we're going to release some from those areas. Alright, so first off we have valor. And if you don't, as I said in the earlier video, if you don't have the oil, just focus on the information and what you can release with your imagination. So put valor onto the soles of both feet at night time along with highest potential. These blends are effective in erasing limited thinking. Valor balances and equalizes the body's energies, thereby increasing oxygen intake to the pineal gland, the seat of our higher intelligence and intuitive faculties. You will wake up in the morning with more self-assured and more ready to start the day. So, I'm going to put my right on the third eye as well. Because when more oxygen can flow to your pineal gland, you can be more in alignment with your true self. So just put the intention of being in alignment with your true self and create a space where you can sit and feel that you're not disturbed by TV or phone or anything like that. Just be in this sacred practice of releasing emotions. And then massage one drop of harmony oil onto each of the energy center points of your body. So if you're doing this in your imagination, just take your right hand and make clockwise a movement over your chakras. So let's start from the bottom. The coccyx, the sacrum, the lumbar, and the heart, and your throat chakra. You can take your hand both in front and in the back. The pineal gland, and your crown. So harmony balances the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, which in turn gives us progressive creativity and feelings of confidence. Quote, "The biggest sin is not having confidence in oneself," says Gary. "He who lacks confidence lacks life." So more on confidence in my last event. Okay, now comes a really, really, really important step. Forgiveness. It's so important that I have the oil. Actually, I don't have the oil here. I have it in my jacket. So forgiveness is super, super important. While I go grab my oil in my jacket, I want you to think about something that happened today that you can forgive somebody else for, or that you can forgive yourself for. So in my pocket I had both forgiveness and release. Alright. So apply forgiveness oil around the navel with the right hand, going clockwise several times, and think of situations where you need to forgive yourself or others. We beat up ourselves, but everyone makes mistakes. Yet we struggle to forgive our own mistakes and those of others. Unforgiveness is one of the most common roots of physical, mental, and spiritual disease. Lack of forgiveness does not make the other person sick. It makes us sick. Forgiveness is for our own benefit. It is accomplished in 5 steps. I'm still doing the circle around my belly button with forgiveness. And it smells beyond amazing. So, forgive yourself. Step 1. Forgive yourself for allowing the other person to affect your health and happiness. 2. Forgive the other person for any harm he or she may have caused you. This need not to be done in the presence of the person being forgiven, but is an inner adjustment on your part. 3. Give the other person permission to forgive you. 4. See the good in the situation. 5. Be thankful for the experience and the lesson it taught you. Inhale and apply forgiveness oil while going through these steps, and repeat as often as necessary to clear the feeling of unforgiveness. So as I said before I read this step for you, forgiveness is such an important part when releasing emotions. If you have any kind of traumas, forgiveness is like the best tool. So it can be very, very hard to do, but it's so good when you do it, and you can do it in steps. You can forgive little by little. So the other day it came to mind, I saw a video of a woman who was in the concentration camps during the Hitler time, and what she wanted to share in this video was how forgiveness had helped her to work through this extremely terrible thing that she has been through. And she was able to forgive the generals and the doctors who did experiments on her in this camp. So what I thought then was like, wow, if she's able to forgive them, then I should be able to forgive people in my life when I have a hard time to let go of something bad they did that gave me a trauma. So forgiveness is really, really, really crucial. It's like if you don't do anything else, just forgive. Yeah, and also, I mean, didn't Jesus say something like, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. So we all are children. And when someone does something bad to you and you feel angry with them or sad or frustrated with them, remember that the other person is probably not doing it with purpose. The other person is doing its best by the circumstances that person has right then and there. It does not know better. The person who does something to harm you, it does not know better. So even if it's like an evil person, because of what that person has experienced, he or she can probably not do better. So look at a child. You cannot blame the child when the child does something wrong, because it does not understand better. So if we detach and go back a step and realize that all of us are children, we are all doing our best, then it's easier to forgive the person who did something wrong to you. So yes, forgiveness. And then we have release. So both forgiveness and release, they have lots of sand on them, because I was at the beach today and I had them in my pocket. And this oil is super amazing. I tried it once, and in a couple of hours it started a process in me of transformation, and just in a few hours I was over that thing. It's super amazing how just a scent can start such a process within our system. Scent. So what I did was apply this on my hips, but I'm gonna read for you the step for release. Alright, release. Negative energy goes into the blood and then into the liver for cleansing, and here the toxins can remain trapped. As a result, the liver often becomes a storage place for anger, resentment, bitterness, hatred, jealousy, envy, addictions, and a host of destructive feelings. Apply a few drops of release oil onto your tongue and release the poison of stored negative emotions from the liver. Rub release over the liver area. Drink lots of pure water and do a liver cleanse. So anger is stored in the liver. Actually, I did a specific liver oil. Let's see. Looks like this. And in it I have... So this is a liver oil to detox from heavy metals. I put 10 drops of juniper, 10 drops of lemongrass, and 10 drops of cypress in this one. And I don't know exactly where the liver is located, so I just put it all over my stomach. But let's do the release now. So you can do it intuitively, just as I did the other day. I just smelled it and I felt I wanted to put some on my hips. And I started to, because I felt some pain in my hip, and then I just put some release on my hip and started to do hip circles. And then I did 8s and just all the different ways your hips can go, just to release with movement. That's another way to do it. So I'm gonna rub release over the liver area. So as I don't know exactly where it is, I'm just gonna do rub it on my stomach, and with my attention I will direct the healing powers of this oil to go to my liver. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and another thing is you can use the voice to release. If you have anger or sadness coming up, I did a video on it earlier. You can use singing mantras to transmute or change, because every emotion is energy. So if you feel that sadness coming up and you know it's not, you worked through that before and you just want to transform it to something positive, just sing mantras. I use a drum and I sing mantras, or you can just make noises like whatever comes into your system to release it. You can stand and scream, or I'm not going to do that because I want Anisha to sleep, but just to get things out of your system, because when you get it out of your system, you help to release it, and you don't have to go over it again and again and again. Alright, that was release. And now we have present time. So present time is a wonderful yoga oil. Just smell before you do yoga. Because when we are going to, after this, do the yoga postures, the most important thing is to stay present. And the tool to stay present is the breath. So we're going to use deep, deep yogic breaths to stay present, and this in your diffuser or applied somewhere where you smell it will help you to get into the present moment. Okay. Present time. When we live in the past or dwell in the future, we are not being productive in the present. Energize 3 drops of present time oil by making clockwise circles on the oil in the palm of your hand, and then apply it to the thymus reflex area, centrally in the upper chest area, 3 fingers with below the suprasternal notch. So I guess here. Besides keeping you focused on today's tasks, this can also help you financially by increasing your abundance consciousness in the present moment. Alright. So if you don't have the oil, just focus on those things, on this point in your body. I'm going to take 3 drops. And practice patience. I don't know, sometimes they flow really fast and sometimes they flow slowly. I guess it's something how I hold the bottle, maybe. 1. Om. 2. Om. 3. So, and then I'm going to energize this oil. Clockwise circles in the oil. Alright, so just, if you don't have the oil, just hold your hands together, or hold it like I do, and energize the aura around your hands, or the energetic field around your hands. This will increase you always have prana in your hands, but if you focus your attention on your hands, the amount of prana in your body will go to your hands, or more prana will go to your hands. Okay, so I energize the oil, and then I put it here, right? So 3 fingers below. Well, that's a lot of oil that goes there. Wow. Alright, now we have another one. The last one in this part of the class before we move on to the asanas, and it's inner child. When you are a child, all things are possible. There are no limitations, says Gary Young. When you find your inner child, you have found your true self. The child in you is your creativity. Apply 1 drop of inner child onto the tip of your thumb and then place your thumb onto the roof of your mouth. This energetically opens the cranial sutures and stimulates the pineal, pituitary, and other areas of the emotional brain that occupy the space just above the roof of your mouth. Walking backwards as you do this while you have your thumb in your mouth may look stupid, but it changes the rotation in the pelvis, elongating the spine and decompressing the discs in your back. As a result, you can clear the nerve channels for energy to flow smoothly throughout your brain and body. Whoa. Alright. So I'm gonna put the oil on my thumb. Whoa, that's a lot of oil. And then I'm gonna put it at the roof of my mouth. I'm gonna leave this, I don't go backwards. So guess what? Alright. I didn't know you can eat this oil. So this is like the Gary's protocol from his notes from September 2008. I usually apply them just by smelling them, or just put some wherever my intuition tells me to do it. But now we have done it in the magical way that Gary Young intended it to be. So inner child. So there are lots of ways you can work with your inner child, and the meaning of the inner child also varies from the person speaking about it. Like we have a course on healing the wounded child. The inner child is often thought of as the wounded child, like the little ego part, or the hurt little child within ourselves that we want to heal. But here I think Gary talks about this openness a child has, like they're not in the future or in the past, they're just being there and being. You know, I think that's the inner child Gary speaks about in this exercise. All right. So now get onto your mat, and we're gonna start with an exercise just that keeps or gets the energy flowing into the system before we do the more relaxed. Everything else is very relaxed. This is a little bit more doing, so to speak. The other ones are very yin oriented, like the passive, relaxing version of yoga. So stand on your knees. So stand on your knees, and you want to have your feet or your toes, you want to sit on your toes, because this will trigger some beneficial points under your feet. And then take your hands forward, one on top of the other, and clasp your hands. And then you want to turn around your hands and bow down. And then the opposite motion, inhale and reach up, push your hips forward, look up, and exhale, rotate down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, push hips forward, look up, and exhale down. And inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Now you want to switch your hands. So if you have the right on top, you put the left on top. And clasp your hands again. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up, hips forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale, come back to center. So your shoulders are very connected to the throat area, where you have a lot of emotions, stuck up emotions and karmic patterns stuck in your body. So we want to activate the shoulders. So stretch your arms as far out to the sides as you can and start making circles forward. And connect with your breathing. Take as long inhalations as you can and as slow exhalations as you can. Deep inhalations, change direction. And slow exhalation. And come to stillness. Inhale and reach your arms up. And exhale, heart. Tilt your head to the right and to the left and to the right and left and right, and look down and up and down and up and down and up, and make a circle. So look to the left and up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, and right in other direction, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, and come to center. So I want you to focus on your throat chakra. And either you're going to do the shoulder stand, or if you cannot put your feet up, that's okay too. Just keep on focusing on your throat and visualize blue light, and I will help you with a mantra. So come on your back and place your hands onto the floor and press them to the floor and reach your legs up, push your hips up and take hold of your back. And if you want to, you can relax your legs down here, or just stay up. Tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam. Keep on visualizing blue light at your throat. Tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam. And then slowly come back into lying down. And switch your attention from your throat down to your belly. And watch your breathing. Be the observer of your breath. Now expand your breath, so your inhalation will be deeper. And exhalation slower. So by lying down here in Shavasana, with feet more than hip width apart, toes falling out to the sides, arms approximately 45 degrees angled out from your body, hands facing to the sky. You reap all the benefits of the shoulder stand, or focusing on your throat. Tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam, tiranila kantam. And roll over to your side. And as I said, a lot of emotions are stuck in the hips. So take one leg forward and the other one back. If you need to, you can put pillows under your sit bone to be able to relax into the posture, because you want to relax. The relaxation helps you very much in letting go, because when you do this pose, memories can come up, because you are stretching the areas where these stuck up energies are located. It will be released into your body so you can feel it. So it's okay if you start to cry and just feel your limit. Go to a point where you can still relax and where you can still breathe. So use a pillow under your sitting bone if necessary. Or you can have the pillow in front of you so you can relax your face down onto the pillow. And in all poses, take deep, long exhalations and slow. So after a while, your body will want to start moving. Just observe that feeling in your body, but stay in the position and let your attention go to the part of your body that feels the most. So in my case, I feel it the most in my left buttocks. That's where I feel it the most. So I let my attention go to that place where I feel it the most, and then I breathe in to that space. Deep inhalation and slow exhalation. And come up. Place your feet together. Grab hold of your toes and start waving your knees like the butterfly waves its wings. And this will help you to relax the hips. And with relaxation, all the other benefit comes. And reach your arms forward. And relax your shoulders. And relax your neck. Inhale and come back up. Now stretch your other leg back to the side. And the same here. Use a pillow if you need it to put under your sitting bone, and a pillow for your head. And one hip may feel different than the other hip. So you can start, if this hip feels a little bit more problematic, you can move from side to side before you come to stillness and relax down. And the same here, move your attention to the space where the sensation in your body is the strongest. And with your breath, deep inhalations, focus on the area, and when you exhale, feel the tension release from your hip. And just observe all sensations, both in your emotional life, in your mind and in your body. Don't get involved with them, just observe them. Everything is totally fine. No need for any judgment of anything. Everything is welcome, but it's also welcome to leave. Welcome it into the system and welcome it out of the system. So inhale and come up. Both feet in one direction. Now you can move your flesh from your sitting bones to get better contact with your mat. Now take a deep breath in and reach up, all the way up into your fingertips. And exhale and reach forward, as far forward as you can. And relax your arms down. Now feel as you have a string attached to the crown of your head. And when you inhale, this string pulls your crown forward. And as you exhale, you relax a little bit more down to the legs. So inhale, your head is drawn forward towards the feet. And as you exhale, you relax down. And if it's possible for you, you can take your pointing fingers around your big toes and then your thumb on top of your big toe, making an energy lock. And the same here, continue to reach with the crown of your head and relax down. So don't curve your back like this just to be able to reach, but reach and let your hip be with the movement. So this pose is about surrender and acceptance. So surrender to the present moment and totally accept everything as it is right now. You don't need to change anything. Just go with the breath, reaching forward and relaxing down. And relax your shoulders and relax your neck. And the same thing here. When the sensations in your body is telling you, oh, I really want to move right now, just observe those sensations in your body and stay right where you are and keep working and using your breath to relax further into the pose. And on your next exhalation, reach forward and inhale and reach up and exhale down. Now place one leg on top of the other so your knees are in line. And then so I have my left leg on top of my right leg. So then I put my right wrist on top of my left knee and my left wrist on top of the right. So it's every second one. So this will create an energy circuit balancing your emotions. And if you want to, you can close your eyes and fully just move with your breath into stillness. So some of us, we feel it very strongly in our hips when we do this. So instead of running away from the strong sensation, some want to call it pain or discomfort or whatever, instead of running away from that sensation in your body, meet it. The same as if there would be like, if a dog sees you and wants to run towards you, the worst thing you could do is run away from that dog, because it's just going to chase you down. What you want to do is meet the dog. If the dog runs to you, run towards the dog. So the same thing with my left hip right now. There's a strong sensation in my left hip, so I want to move, but I don't. I just connect with my breathing and move closer into the sensation in my hip. I really feel the sensation in my hip. So check if your shoulders are relaxed. If you need to move your point of balance to be able to relax your shoulders, do that. Deep inhalations and slow exhalations. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 And switch legs, so the other leg will be on top. And then the opposite hand or wrist on top. And then another one. Now again, take a really deep breath. Just allow the sensation that you feel to be in your body. Find your balance point so you can sit relaxed in your shoulders. And for every exhalation, send out the order to your unconscious mind to relax your hip. So with every exhalation, your hip gets more and more relaxed. And release your leg. And take your hands or elbows, depending on how much pressure you want to put or use, and start from your hips and move your elbows or hands towards your knees. So really pushing into your thighs, working up to down, up to down. And shake them around and relax. So it does not matter if you can only move a little bit or not. So if you need, in positions like this, you can use blocks or pillows. So you can have a block here and a block there. Wherever you feel that you have a sensation in your body, if you can feel it in your hip, it is working. So you don't need to sit like whatever. Alright? So sit on your feet. We're gonna do a twist, and be prepared for this one. This pose can actually make you angry or sad. You can want to scream at me or cry at me or whatever. So continue to diffuse release, or the oil that you feel is necessary for you to be able to let go in this one. So sit on your feet, fall down to your right side, and then take your left leg over your right. Now inhale and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale and twist to your left and put your arm on the outside of your left leg. You can stay here, or you can take your hand on your wrists or ankle. And the hand you have on your back is planted, the whole hand is planted on your mat. And the same in this position, you feel that you have a thread attached to the crown of your head, and as you inhale, you reach up and lengthen, and you feel that your spine gets longer, and as you exhale, you twist to the left and look over your shoulder. So inhale and reach up, and exhale, twist to your left. This pose is also good for the digestive system, so if you harden the stomach and do this, you can be able to go to the toilet again. But most of all, it's not only releasing your digestive system of its contents, is also releasing you of stuck up emotions. So this is a double effect of this one. It's affecting your hip, and it's affecting your lower abdomen, both places where emotions get stuck. So inhale, your crown reaches up towards the sky, and exhale, look over your left shoulder. And if you have any concern of your knee, just have your leg straight. And relax your shoulders. And consciously relax your hip for every exhalation. Let it relax a little bit more. Any part of your body that feels tensed, focus your attention there, relax and release. And to come out of the position, inhale and reach up again. And exhale down. Fall on over to your left side. Take your right leg over the left. Your left arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale and twist to your right. Put your left arm on the outside of your right leg. Plant your right arm into the ground. And feel the thread in your crown. And inhale and reach up and lengthen your spine. Exhale and twist and look over your right shoulder. And relax your shoulders. And whatever comes up, let it come. Observe it. Just you would observe a stranger. Let it come, but let it go. Just observe it and don't get involved with it. If it's a thought or an emotion or a sensation in your body, just observe and let it go. And to come out, inhale and reach up. Exhale down. So that's a really, really powerful exercise to release. I will take a sniff out of inner child as we go into the child pose. So sit on your feet and relax your forehead down to the mat. Your hands, your palms are facing up towards the sky. Put your attention on your third eye. Om Shrim Brizi Mahalakshmi. Om Shrim Brizi Mahalakshmi. Om Shrim Brizi Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Brizi Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Brizi Mahalakshmi. Om Shrim Brizi Mahalakshmi. Om Shrim Brizi Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Brizi Lakshmi Namaha. And slowly come up to seated. And come up onto your feet. And make a wider stance. And first you can start to move your hips from side to side just to get in contact with the hips. Try to make 8, the number 8, with your hips parallel to the ground by moving your legs, you're bending your knees a little bit. Grab hold of your arms and relax down. You can start rocking, really releasing and relaxing your shoulders, feeling the stretch in the back side of your legs. And relax your head down. You can make the yes movement and the no movement, the Indian maybe. And relax down. Now clasp your hands behind your back and reach up to the sky. And move your point of balance away from your heels onto the front of your feet. And release your hands and take your left hand onto your right ankle and reach the other hand up and look up. And deep inhalations and slow exhalations. And you might feel now that your left hip has gone a little bit off alignment. So push your left hip forward. And relax your arm down. Take your right hand on your left ankle. Inhale and reach your left arm up, look up. Deep inhalation and slow exhalation. Feel if your body weight is balanced on your 2 feet, or if it's more on your left feet, then move your right hip forward so the weight gets more balanced. And relax down. And now look up and come up to standing. I'm going to go do the Trikonasana. So the same leg position as in the previous pose. But now you're going to stretch your arms to the sides and feel you have a really strong pull. Somebody's pulling your right arm and somebody's pulling your left arm all the way out to the fingertips. So you almost feel like you're being ripped apart in 2 pieces. Now change so that your left palm is facing upwards. Inhale and reach up. Exhale to your right. Feeling the stretch in your side body. Either look at your hand or make sure that your arm is glued to your ear. Now push your right hip forward and feel that you are connected to Mother Earth with the soles of your feet. So push your left foot and feel that you have the power from within the earth going through your left foot all the way through your side, out, reach out with your left fingertips. So you are this divine creator here on earth, connected to Mother Earth with your feet, but doing action with your hands into the divine. Inhale and reach up. Exhale down. Now your right arm, your right palm goes up to the sky. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, lean to your left. Look towards your hand or glue your arm to the ear. Push your left hip forward and feel the connection to the earth. And push the power from your right foot all along the side of your body. Feel the stretch all the way out to your fingertips. Really reach up into the sky. Reach into the divine that you are. Deep inhalations and slow exhalations. And inhale and reach up. Exhale, both hands down. So you have many poses that can help you to release emotions, but these ones are my favorites right now because they are so powerful. And it doesn't matter how they look, if you look like a fridge doing them or trying to do them. The important thing is that you try and that you that you feel. So we will continue by relaxing in Shavasana, and I will bring my rap drum and sing you into total relaxation. Because with relaxation you reap all the benefits from the asanas that you did. And another one yogic practice that is really good to balance your emotions is the alternate nostril breathing. If you're within my health challenge, you know which one that I mean. Otherwise, just go on to my profile and check live events and click the link on the health challenge, and you will have the instruction for that one, because it's balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So it's super powerful to do. You can do that, the breathing exercises, and then do the asanas that I taught you, together with especially the release and the inner child. But if you want to, you can use them all. Now I'm going to post the exact details of all the steps of the releasing ritual. And then after I've posted all of them, I'm gonna go live again and sing you into relaxation in Shavasana. So please leave me a comment on each of the posts that I make so I know when you have read them all. And when you have read them all, I will go live and give you this magical relaxation to end the night. So I hope you had a really good releasing and relaxing session with me now, and I will see you very soon. I'm just gonna check if there is any comments before I switch off the lights. So yoga is not about being flexible. Before I started yoga, I could not reach my feet. I was very, very not flexible. So the less flexible you are, the more progress you will see. So it will be more fun for you if you do yoga if you're not flexible than if you're flexible. Because if you're flexible already, you won't see so much results on the physical parts. So thank you for showing me so much love. Thank you for all the hearts. I'm just scrolling. If there's a specific question, I will answer it. Namaste. Okay? No, okay. Bless you. And see you in a bit. Namaste.